Hi, I'm Carrie and welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I have filmed anything and I feel rather rusty. As you can see, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, that I have out my charm casting tray, so that's what today's video is going to be about. I haven't done a charm casting video since I did kind of the instruction video back when shortly after I guess I started my channel. So I thought it would be fun to do this today, and I created a new mat and I wanted to share that with you. So in case you're brand new here, I love charm casting as a form of divination. You can find charms multiple places. If you have any questions about that, leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to give you some ideas of where I've picked up charms. When I was sitting down to try to do some sort of divination, everything was falling flat. I didn't want to deal with my cards. I didn't want to pull oracle. Nothing seemed to be working for me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to just play around and spend some time creating this mat. And I was thinking about, well, what is it that I need to be an adult caregiver of an elderly parent? Is mentally and physically draining. And that's really what my world has been filled with since the end of March. So I thought, what do I need most? I need to try to reconnect because I'm having a very hard time connecting to anything. And I need to recharge because I am just completely drained and overwhelmed. And then that's how I came up with this. So I just used, I'd punched out a circle and traced around it. You could use a glass if you wanted to, or whatever you have to make a circle, or you could divide it into squares and do that if you wanted to. But I have recharge over here. And with that, I have stuff I need to release in order to recharge, why I'm currently feeling overwhelmed, or maybe what's contributing to me feeling overwhelmed, and what I need to reflect on as far as what led to this point of needing this recharge. So then on the reconnect side, I have what I need to reclaim, whether that's my power or something of that sort that needs to be reclaimed. I need to start having gratitude, and so I'll cast charms and see what lands in here. And then I need a balance also. Where do I need balance? Why do I need balance? Whatever. We'll just have to play around and see what kind of charms come out. And then I have what happened was how these two circles came about is I wasn't paying attention when I was creating my mat and I drew too many circles. So I put in advice and then I put in shadow. And for the shadow, it's more of like maybe something that an energy I'm refusing to acknowledge, or an energy I'm not wanting to deal with, or it could even be something that is coming back up from my past. So and then over here where I have the recharge and reconnect, if charms would fall out in like towards these words also, I would go ahead and read them. Sometimes I don't read things outside of the circles, but since I have these along the edge, I would definitely pay attention to any charms that would fall into those categories. I've already done an extensive, 5-part video, 6, I don't remember how many there were, of how I read charms. So if you're looking for that, I have a playlist and you could check any of those past videos out. But this is my newest mat and we're going to play around with it today. So I tried to put a piece of felt in the bottom of my singing bowl so it doesn't make too much noise on camera, but let's see. So I just start thinking, what is it that I need to recharge, and how is it that I need to recharge, and how can I reconnect to my life, to spirit, to whatever. And then I keep my eyes closed, and then I just kind of sprinkle around. And we did pretty good, and nothing landed in advice or shadow. So this landed off the mat, the key. So I don't read those, the ones that land off the mat. I do mine in a tray, just keeps my charms contained. That way I'm not picking them up off the floor. Okay, so my winged heart usually represents a love or something like that that um, isn't long lasting. So it could also mean that something's, maybe not as serious as you would like it to be. So since I'm not reading a relationship, and I'm trying to figure out energy of how to recharge and reconnect for release and the winged heart to be there, I would say that, maybe I'm making more out of this situation than I need to. And while it may be emotionally or physically or mentally draining, I kind of just, I need to lighten up with the heart with wings, and let some of this float away, and, maybe not dwell on it on a 24-hour basis, and find moments that I can be lighthearted, the wings represented on the heart, being lighthearted, fun, flirtatious, whatever, to take my mind off of everything that I've been going through. I could read that like that. Under recharge, I have the cactus, and the cactus is a cactus is resilient, and they can make it through uncomfortable situations, survive harsh conditions, and survive droughts. So yes, this is a difficult situation right now, and it's making things in my life very uncomfortable, and I have a lot to deal with. But just like a cactus, I am resilient, and I can come back from this, and things are going to return to normal. And I need to remember that this is just a temporary, situation that's happening. So what I need to reflect on. So we have the cross reversed. We have the moon, and we have the suitcase. Now, the suitcase to me represents baggage that we're carrying, baggage from our past, baggage from past relationships, anything like that, or it's situations that need unpacked. So I would say, reading for me, or even if I was reading for a client, I would say, there is a lot that needs unpacked here, and that you need to spend time reflecting on. And a lot of it has to deal with how you felt in your past in regards to this relationship person that you are now having to care for, my mom, or whatever it may be. So you need to reflect on how much of that is, maybe I need to reflect on how much of that is currently affecting the way I'm reacting or feeling about the situation. I need to reflect on why this has become such a burden, and which represented by the cross. But I could also see that cross, since it's reversed upside down, is why I have pulled away from spirit. So I need to and which goes along with the moon and my practice. What am I not facing of why I'm turning away from my practice? Okay, yeah, I'm saying that it's because I'm too busy and I have other things going on, but isn't there time during the day that I could, fit in my practice in some way? So that's how I would read this section down here. So, overwhelmed. We have a reverse spider on top of the ship, and we have the infinity symbol. So it's funny that the infinity symbol is, connecting the release and the overwhelm. And that's really telling me that I can release some of this overwhelm if I become a little bit more, lighthearted with things and lighten up a little bit. So that's how I would take that. And I could also see that as overwhelm, as I feel like this is going to go on forever, but I know that it is not. And because I have that, maybe that mindset or whatever, I could be seeing, maybe releasing, a little bit more if I let go of those thoughts. So for the ship, that's it depends on if it's reversed or upright. Well, it's upright, so that's calm waters, where I'm headed, or things to explore. And maybe I feel, because the spider is on top of the ship, so that could be a web being spun. You can maybe see that as the spider wrapping the ship in its web, therefore stopping movement. So maybe it could be that I'm feeling that I can't move forward with anything because of everything else that I'm dealing with, and I just feel that I'm being where I want to go and explore and get back to normal life or whatever, and I'm unable to do that because I have this spider spinning its web. And it's also, the spider is needing to have a little bit of patience. Spiders take their time making their web. It's very intricate. They pay attention to all the little details and that, in order to trap their prey. And so I need to have a little bit of patience, and with myself and with others. And then maybe I won't feel so overwhelmed if I, do that. That's how I would read that. Okay, we have the snowflake, and it is between overwhelm and gratitude, but a little bit more towards like the gratitude side. So we could see that. First of all, snowflake represents winter time for me, but considering that doesn't really fit into, what I have going on here. Winter is also a time where things die away. Winter is also a time where we slow down. We reflect on what's going on in our lives. We think about where we need some redirection so we can start making plans in the spring, that kind of thing. So maybe I need to have gratitude for the slowdown that this has caused in my life. Maybe I need to have gratitude for the perspective that it is also brought in order with the patience that I need to have now. So I could see that like that. So reclaim, we have truth, and a little bit, a quarter of the, what is this? Is this my flower? Okay, I think that's my flower. So reclaim the truth is the card that came out. The card. Listen, the charm that came out, although it was reversed. So what truth am I not telling myself? I don't think this is a truth that needs to be told to anybody else. I need to reclaim whatever truth I am not being honest within myself. And I need to not hide from it anymore. So that's what I would read for that. Then, so we've got my flower here. This is with the stem. Yes. And this is on Reconnect. The majority of it is out towards Reconnect and a little bit of Reclaim. So the flower with the stem is growth, beauty, manifestation, positivity is what I have down for the key words for my flower and stem. And so I need to reclaim some of that beauty in my life. I need to reconnect to some of that beauty in my life. I need to start sowing more seeds of positivity and instead of letting the negative feelings of overwhelm take over me. I could see that and reconnecting to that. I need to reconnect to my manifestation abilities and see what comes out of that. So the sunglasses are, it's kind of, you know, seeing the world through rose-colored glasses, or it could be to lay back and, you know, relax and take it easy, be unconcerned, cool, no worries, you know. But it can also be, you know, hiding from something or someone, you know, when they put on a pair of sunglasses. But I see this more as, you know, reconnecting to not worrying about things, to not put so much emphasis on things that aren't working, and to let some things go, because just stop worrying about it. It's going to work out. So, you know, reconnect to this beauty, reconnect to, you know, when you feel calm and relaxed, like I do at the beach or whatever. That's how I would read those sunglasses. So then down here under balance, we have the book. And my book can represent knowledge or a learning experience. But how I would read this, since it's under the balance or inside the balance circle, is that I need to find a balance between everything that's happening on the outside and what is happening within, because I'm seeing this book as my spiritual practice in my journal. That's what I'm seeing it as, because I wrote some things down in my journal for the month of April, but I left a lot of it unfinished. And this is telling me that I need to get back in that balance of getting back to my journaling, back to my spiritual practice, which is part, you know, or the journaling, which is part of my spiritual practice, I should say. And that is how I would read the my Reconnect and Recharge mat. So I have the plastic tarot tiles. I did not get the metal ones. They were too expensive. So I bought these plastic ones. So since nothing came out under advice or shadow, I'm going to move this away and I'm going to pull out a tarot tile for each one. So for advice, we have strength. And for shadow, which way does this go? I think this way. It is, what is that? The Eight of Wands. Yes. So if you don't have the tarot tiles, you could pull cards from your tarot, oracle, whatever you wanted to use. Or I could pull another charm out. I could do that too. So let's see. So we have flower. And we have grapes. So the tarot card that came out is strength. And so to fall under advice, I would take that as, you know, you have the strength to get through all of this. I know, you know, maybe it seems overwhelming, maybe it seems like it's never ending, or you know, something along those lines, but really you've come up with it, up against this kind of thing before, and you've always come out the other side without any problems. It's just a little setback of things that need done and taken care of. And you know, I need to start relying on that inner wisdom and that inner strength. Now, this single flower represents spring for me. So I could take that as this is only going to last through the spring season. So, you know, don't make more out of it than what it really is. That, you know, things should come to an end and get back to normal at the end of the spring season as you move into summer. I could also see it as, you know, what you are planting now with how you're handling all of this are seeds that are going to grow later. So be careful what I am cultivating at this time. So down here under shadow, we have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is movement, swift movement, kind of comes out of, you know, nowhere. Maybe I'm not acknowledging all the things that I need to be grateful for, the abundance that I currently have, and the things that are going right in my life, because I'm so focused on the stressors. So I could see that as that I need to, you know, start focusing on my abundance and everything that has turned out okay, and, you know, stop maybe derailing it with this Eight of Wands energy, and realize the help that's there for me. So this is, like I said, my new mat and how I would read, recharge, and reconnect. Please let me know in the comments if you do charm readings. Do you create your own mats? But yeah, like I said, let me know if you have done that. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I guess I should have said that at the beginning, but welcome to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you being here. And things are a little bit wonky for me right now, but if you can hang in with me, I should get back to a regular posting sometime in, I would say like mid-June. I got a lot going on. So yeah, that's my hopes and my fingers crossed. My poor fingers, I can't cross them. So thanks so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate you being here. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. So until I see you next time, bye.